back to my channel. My name's Emma and I run a small business called Memo Gifts. It's been a really long time since I've made a video and I do apologise about that. So I thought it would be really interesting, or I think it'd be interesting, for me to reintroduce myself and show you behind the scenes. So I'm going to make a little series, I think, behind the scenes with me. Not entirely sure what I'm going to call it, behind the scenes or the day in a life. Yeah, anyway, sorry. What's changed for my small business? I've gone from a smaller room to a bigger room. The equipment that I've used, I've upgraded. So I started off with a single needle embroidery machine and a normal sewing machine. I now have the single needle sewing machine and a 6 needle embroidery machine, and I've upgraded my sewing machine to an industrial sewing machine, and that's the one that you can see in the video here at the minute. What do I make and what do I sell? I make embroidery patches, so it can be like little animals that you can sew or iron on any project really, and I also make embroidery shaped hearts, circles, ovals, squares that can have personalised messages on them. And they do quite well in my shop. I have my own website. I'm also on Etsy, and I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, which is fairly new to me as well. Other things that I make, I mean, in this video I'm making a little basket so I can store my little offcuts of fabric that I have, because otherwise they'll just be all over the place. I'm in the process of trying organising my studio as well, so I'll be able to show you behind the scenes on that as well. So I do apologise about the mess that's in the background, so do please ignore that. Other things that I make, I also make keepsakes from loved ones' items, anything from old uniforms, baby clothes, adult clothes, just things that you have in the cupboard that you don't really want to get rid of, but you don't want them just sitting in the cupboard. So people send them to me and I make them into a keepsake for them. So it can be a blanket, it can be a pillow, it can be an animal, it can be a birth weight animal, anything really. Anything, if you see something that you think, oh, that's a really interesting keepsake, I wonder if Emma makes that, message me and I'll have a look. Other things that I make are embroidery sashes, so bride to be, mother of the bride, Mrs. Smith to be. And I've recently made a custom one for a lady who wanted me to make a Miss Northern Ireland, and that came out really well. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything that you would like me to make a video about, that would be great. I enjoy making the videos, but it is, I don't know what you would find interesting, because sometimes I think to myself, oh, that'll be boring because I do that every single day, but some people might find that really interesting on how do I actually do that. So I've briefly done a little bit about the patches that I make, because I've had quite a few people saying, oh, well, you know, they're really quick to make, so they're not that time consuming. Well, actually they are. Designing them can take a little bit of time, because my patches are, you know, not a standard message. It can be totally personalized. I do request maximum 20 words, because otherwise I have to start shrinking the letters and the words, and it just doesn't look as nice. So I do normally say for this heart, which is a 4x4 inch heart, I recommend no more than 20 words, because if it, like I say, I have to shrink everything down and it just doesn't look as nice. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so once I've designed them, which would just take a little bit of time, because every single patch is individually designed. Then on the machine, yep, it doesn't take that long, but it's the aftercare that takes the time. So I individually have to cut out every single heart, square, circle, cut around them, use the lighter to just singe away the the fluffs, and it just makes it a nice crisp edge. And then I have to go through the tedious task, which does take quite a long time, is cutting the jump stitches. So I've got 2 variations here, and like I say, this does take a little bit of time, and I have to do that for every single patch that I make. So if somebody makes 1, great, but if somebody makes 15, I'm there with every single patch to do exactly the process that you're seeing here. I offer iron on or sew on. Sew on, once I've done this process of cutting the jump stitches, great, it's finished, ready to be packed up. But then if it's not, I then need to turn on my heat press, and then I need to individually cut a heart-shaped shape out of the Heat and Bolt Ultra, and then I stick it on under the heat press for 20 seconds. I want to say 150 degrees, and then I package them up. I will do a video on how I package my patches. I will do that as well. But yeah, like I say, this is just a short reintroduction to my business. I'm looking forward to making a lot more videos, but like I say, please let me know what you would like me to make. I'm going to put in the comments below my website, so go and check that out. There's a lot more things that I actually make. I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, and I'm on TikTok. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And yes, so this is me, and I hope to make a lot more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching.